up, guys? What's going on? Monday to 6 here, back with the 1995 Pontiac Firebird. And today we're going to be installing this steering wheel. Went ahead and picked this up at F-Body Central on eBay. He's got a lot of 4th gen Firebird Camaro parts. If you're looking for some good replacement parts that you can't find at the junkyard or on SwipSwap or Marketplace, go ahead and hit him up on eBay. Lots of good parts, lots of good prices. All right, we're going to go through step by step and installing this steering wheel. Hope you guys enjoy. Here you go. We'll go ahead and get a side-by-side comparison of the steering wheel. Here's the one that's in there. Just chewed up, baked in the sun. Just looks really bad. Buttons are a little bit worn out. Here's the one I picked up from F-Body Central. Just look at that. Looks OEM. Buttons are in great shape. Leather feels good on it. Now we'll just go ahead and get it replaced. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pop the hood. Let's go down here and pull the hood release. Alright, let's go ahead and disconnect the positive and negative terminals on the battery. Positive and negative battery terminals are removed from the battery. The next step brings us inside the Firebird here. We're going to go ahead and remove the airbag. That requires us to turn the steering wheel 45 degrees, and that will give us access to behind the airbag where there's 2 torque bits that we will remove, and that'll give us access to the steering wheel nut, and we shall be able to remove it from there. Let's go ahead and get the steering wheel turned 45 degrees, and I'll show you behind the steering wheel where we can access those torque head screws. Here is the bottom torque screw right in here. So come up here. Here's the one on the top. Just 2 of them to remove the airbag. In order to reach those torque screws in the back of the steering wheel, I just have a little extension on here with the Torx bit. Just put it on there and loosen it up for both of them. Should be able to remove the airbag pretty easy. Once you feel like the airbag's going to come loose, it looks like those 2 screws are going to stay inside the steering wheel that hold the airbag. Looks like there's just some plastic in there that kind of holds those screws from falling out. But once we got those loosened, here's the airbag. Looks like there's only one connection. Let's go ahead and remove this yellow connector from the airbag here. Next thing we need to do is break this steering wheel column nut free. It's a 13/16, so I'm going to go ahead and put my impact on it, see if I can break that nut free. Alright, looks like we got the nut removed. Okay, let's put the nut back on here, just thread it on a couple threads, because next we're going to do the steering wheel puller. And once we pull it, we don't really want that thing flying out or coming off of here. So we'll just do a couple threads on there to keep it safe. Let me go ahead and grab my steering wheel puller. Here's the steering wheel puller. It's pretty much a universal one. But this big thread in the middle here and these 2 bolts, you're going to thread these 2 bolts, one here. And basically with those bolts installed, you're going to be able to put some force and then thread in this bolt here. And it's going to pull up on the steering wheel as this bolt is being threaded. Pretty basic concept here, but you know, just a pretty basic tool here just to break free the steering wheel. Once you hear it kind of break loose, we'll be able to pull off the steering wheel. These 2 bolts here, you can just hand thread in, no need to tighten them up. But once you get them in place, just go ahead and start threading this center bolt in. Make sure you get it nice and tight on there. And this thread will go down, and while this is simultaneously pushing down on the steering shaft, this will pull the steering wheel outward, so we break that pretty much seal free here on the steering wheel. Okay, got my 3/4 socket on here with my ratchet. Just going to go ahead and tighten this down. You should hear that steering wheel break free. Sound like that was it. All right, let's go ahead and back this off and see if we can get the steering wheel off. Okay, we got all the wiring removed from the steering wheel. Let's go ahead and take this steering wheel nut off here. Once this is removed, the steering wheel should be able to pull free just like that. Old steering wheel is removed. Okay, let's get ready to put the new steering wheel on. Let's go ahead and just put everything on like we took it off. We are getting there on the steering wheel. Got the nut tightened up. We got all the cables plugged in right here. We got it tucked out of the way. Got everything in the little clips. Just have to put the airbag on now, which requires tightening of these 2 screws with the torque bit. So let's go ahead and put this airbag back on. All right, let's go ahead and hook our negative and positive back up so we can go ahead and check the horn on the steering wheel. All right, let's check the horn. Works good. All right, we got the steering wheel back on. Looks awesome. Look at that. No nicks, not dry rot. This leather's nice and soft. Looks awesome. Buttons look good. Overall, nice upgrade here for the Firebird. That old steering wheel has seen better days, but this looks awesome. Gonna make this interior look great again. Nice, fresh steering wheel for the Firebird. All right, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, getting the steering wheel on the Firebird. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and get one of these, go to F-Body Central at eBay. Plenty of steering wheels to choose from. If yours looks all ratted out, dry rot, has tons of chips, maybe for people hitting their rings on the top, go ahead and hit up F-Body Central on eBay. All right, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed. Monday to 6. Out.